Hey, I'm Eddie from Gamersfire.com, and today I'm bringing you my list of top 10 first-person shooter games. Now remember, this is purely my opinion and is not based on any stats, facts, or numbers at all. If you agree with even just one item on this list, let us know by hitting the like button below. To start us off, number 10 is going to be Red Orchestra 2. I really love the intensity that comes from more realistic shooters, and this game nails it. You'll be dodging in your seat as bullets fly past your head. When you add in the historical setting, it makes for a very cool immersive touch that makes you feel like you're traveling back to these battles. Also, the realistic weapons make for interesting strategy. When you have to work the action on your rifle between each shot, you really don't want to miss, especially once you get all close quarters. In number 9, we have Call of Duty Black Ops. There's a lot of Call of Duty games at this point, and for the most part they're all pretty fun. I chose Black Ops mainly because the storyline and characters from this one stand out the most to me. The plot has enough twists to be interesting, but is still easy to follow, and the characters are easy to genuinely care about, especially with the talent they got for the voice acting. Gary Oldman, Ed Harris, Sam Worthington, and several others all make the script truly come to life. Plus a solid multiplayer and the chance to kill zombies as JFK, now that's hard to beat. Our number 8 is Team Fortress 2. You knew this was going to pop up here somewhere. This game is just plain fun. The ridiculous, over-the-top, and cartoonish nature of it make it an absolute riot to jump into with some friends. The incredibly designed different characters all have their own specific role that can force some great teamwork to happen, even if you're not working hard towards that goal. Plus, each class being its own well-developed character helps you to feel a real connection with your preferred playstyle. Number 7 is going to be Far Cry 3. I love all the Far Cry games. The scenery, the freedom, the intensity, I've been hooked since the first time I played the demo for the original game. The second game made the experience truly open world, but still had limitations on what you could do in that world. The third really nailed the experience. It added crafting, which had you combing the jungle for plants and animals you needed for new items, and it had a great skill tree that allowed you to progressively feel more and more like a badass as you played. The main reason I picked Far Cry 3 over 4 though is simply location. Far Cry 4 is beautiful and has a nice variety in environments, but when I think Far Cry, I think Jungle Island, and Far Cry 3 delivered. Number 6 is Crysis. When footage of this game came out, everyone was absolutely blown away on the technical side. The game had features we'd never seen before. The way the light came through trees, the textures on everything, the physics, especially in the foliage, it all made this jungle really come to life. Then when the game came out, it turned out to also be a lot of fun. It had great gameplay mechanics that let you play the game your way. Go stealth or just blow up everything in sight. Plus, a shift in the storyline partway through that completely changes the feel of the game. Our number 5 is BioShock. Something we consider very important in games is atmosphere, and this game pulled it off perfectly. The creepy surrounding of an abandoned city paired perfectly with the claustrophobia of being trapped deep underwater. Then throw in great gameplay mechanics, including upgrades for your weapons and the various and absurdly fun plasmids, and you get a great gaming experience. Not to mention an awesome storyline complete with moral choices throughout and one hell of a plot twist. Number 4 is Half-Life. How could Half-Life not be on our list? This is widely considered one of the best games of all time, not just one of the best first-person shooters. You follow along a great original sci-fi story arc that takes you all around an extremely well-designed, top-secret research base fighting everything from aliens to army commandos. On top of that, it had plenty of platforming and puzzle sections to keep you thinking instead of just running and blasting. There's a reason everyone is so anxious for a third game to come out. Number 3 goes to Left 4 Dead 2. Who doesn't love zombies? They're everywhere nowadays. The Left 4 Dead franchise proves that you don't need well-timed scripted jump scares or drawn-out psychological sections over an overly deep backstory to provide an awesome horror experience. Simply getting from point A to point B with an unpredictably changing environment that spawns enemies when you least want them creates an experience that's fun and intense time after time. I chose the second game because if you have it on PC, then you get the whole first game with it anyway, and you get to play all those great original levels with the new weapons and enemy types. In our number 2 slot, we have Halo. You knew this was going to be on here somewhere, you were just wondering where we'd put it. Everything about Halo is great. The storyline was well developed and written, with rich backstory and great characters. The gameplay is spot on as you plow through hordes of aliens as the most badass of badass super soldiers. Not to mention, it started the trend of regenerating health in the form of a shield that is still used in almost every game that comes out to this day. Add to that the incredible multiplayer, including one of the most beloved maps in video game history, with online support on PC, and it's nearly impossible to not love this game. So what could top Halo? Well, our number one spot goes to Doom. Doom was the first FPS that really got it right. This game had it all: amazing level design that had you backtracking looking for keys and extra items, but never just running in circles, terrifying enemies that just got tougher and tougher as the game progressed, and memorable weapons that really felt like they packed a punch, including one of the most loved game weapons of all time, the BFG. Plus, the feel of the game was so adult-focused in a time when most people just pictured Mario or even Pong when you said video game. There's blood, enemies get blown apart by your shotgun, hearts on stakes scattered around the levels. This game was amazingly intense and truly paved the way for what FPS games are now. That's our top 10 first-person shooter games. Please remember to like and subscribe for more lists, let's plays, and gamer comedy. And let us know what you thought of our list by leaving a comment below or heading over to the forums at Gamersfire.com under the community tab. See ya.